Finally experienced Orlando's newest way to travel to Miami. The Brightline Station is located at MCO. Now, I thought you got to it through one of the terminals, but it actually has its own building. It's closest to Terminal C, and it was pretty easy to get to. Once you're inside, there are two sets of escalators you can take to get to the entrance, or you can just take the elevator, which seems to be a little quicker. Once you're off the escalator, you'll keep walking straight through this large lobby, and then you'll see the Brightline Station, which is really hard to miss. If you checked any bags, you drop them off to your left, and then scan your ticket so you can proceed through the gate and go through security. There was a little bit of a bottleneck when we were traveling, but overall, it seems like a pretty seamless process. And unlike going through TSA, we were allowed to bring our water through security. As you enter, right in front of you, you'll see a little shopping area that's going to have all of your Orlando souvenirs. You can buy snacks. I even saw some tripods and some chargers, so they have some of everything. Right behind that is the Mary Mary bar where you can order drinks, and then there's additional seating where you can wait. To the right is the premium lounge. You have to have a premium ticket because you have to scan it to enter, and I believe you get like unlimited snacks and drinks. To the left is a smart lounge, and that's really just for the standard tickets. This is the waiting area where we sat until it was time to board the train. There was plenty of seating and a lot of areas to charge your electronics, which is always a plus. I want to say it was about 15 minutes before departure is when they allowed us to board the train. They directed us on which door to go through, and then we took the escalator down. Each car was numbered and had a range of seats, so you knew which one to get on. And as you got on the train, there was an area to the right where you could put your luggage, or there was plenty of overhead space and you could just put your luggage there if you like. And boarding was very quick, nothing at all like it is when you're boarding a plane. Once I got seated, I got acquainted with everything. There was a small tray table in front of me for my cell phone and a much larger one for eating, and it definitely was spacious enough for a laptop. Our ticket did not include food and drink, but they had a menu there so that you could purchase anything that you might have liked from the options that they had. We were the last train out for that night, so they only came around with the snack cart once, and it seemed like they were starting to run out of things. But on our way back, we took an earlier train ride, and they came around more than once, so I guess it just depends on the time when you're traveling. Now, the seat back doesn't move, but you can move the bottom seat forward, and it does give you a slight recline. The bathrooms on the train were pretty nice. You press the button, and the door slides open for you, and then once you're inside, you'll press that button again, and then it'll slide closed, so very technology friendly. It was very spacious and nothing at all like those super tight, cramped bathrooms on an airplane. And the lighting was good, so definitely great for selfies. It took me a while to get it, but you wave your hand in front of this thing for the toilet to flush. And they have a 2-in-1 situation where the faucet and the hand dryer are all in one space, which I'm actually not in love with because the dryer sometimes blows the water up on you. All in all, I enjoyed the trip and I would definitely do it again. We usually drive to Miami, so not having to worry about being in a car was kind of nice. And they seem to have promotions all the time, so I know we can get a deal on tickets. And maybe next time I'll try the premium experience. So if you're wondering if the Brightline is for you, I hope you found this video helpful.